Hi everyone, it's Caitlin here from Crystal Cove Conservancy. I'm about to embark on a butterfly survey today here in Morrow Canyon, and I want you all to join me to help me identify butterflies. So whenever we do these butterfly surveys, we have a group of volunteers that helps us every month. We have 3 to 5 people walking together at a 1 mile an hour pace for our surveys. We try to keep the number of people relatively consistent because, of course, the more eyes you have, the more butterflies you're likely to spot, and we don't want that to affect our data. But we walk at our slow and steady 1 mile per hour pace on the same route every time. We have someone recording all of the flowering plants, and we have someone recording every butterfly that we spot within 6 meters of our trail on either side. So we've got a significant window of butterfly spotting. So what we're going to do today is hike out, and if we spot any butterflies, it will be up to you to take a look at them and see if you could identify the species using a field guide.
All right, everyone. So before you join me on our virtual video butterfly count, the first thing that you're going to want to do is set up a simple data sheet in your own notebook or on a piece of paper. So go ahead and label the top of your page with virtual butterfly count at Crystal Cove. And then to record data, you'll just need to make a simple table like the one below. And the two pieces of data that we'll need recorded are the names of the butterfly species that we encounter. So you can make that your first column. And then the number of individuals of each of those butterfly species. So in the first column, that's where you're going to write whatever butterfly species we find. So as we're going along our hike via video, you can use your field guide to try to identify what butterfly species we have, and then go ahead and write the species name in here. Then in the next column over, you're going to add tally marks for how many of those butterflies we encountered. So if there's just one in a video, you can add a tally mark. If there's a couple of them in a video, you'll add another one. And you can go back and add more tally marks if we encounter the same species of butterfly again in one of the different videos, which definitely happens when we're out on butterfly counts. We'll see a lot of the same species on one count, whatever butterflies are most common at that time of year. So go ahead and take a moment. You're welcome to pause the video and set up your own data sheet, and then go ahead and play again, and we can head out on our hike and look for butterflies.
So as we're walking, when someone does spot some movement and we finally have seen a butterfly, there's a few things that we can use to identify what it is. So the first is a pair of close focus binoculars. So these are binoculars that are particularly good for just like looking at something up close on a plant that's right nearby. Binoculars that you use for looking at birds or have much farther away focus. But I'll try to get a really close look at the butterfly because the more details I can see, the better. Obviously, overall first impressions like color and size and shape are really helpful because something like a monarch that's really big is going to be different than something really tiny, like one of our little woodland skippers or something like that. Once I get a really good look, I can use a field guide, so I always carry a field guide that has detailed pictures of all my different butterflies with the different names of the species. So I'll look for things like markings on the wings because some species might have slightly different markings than other similar species. And hopefully from there I can identify it. It's also nice if someone on the route has a camera because if you can get a really good up-close picture, then we don't even necessarily have to identify it in the field, and we could always spend some more time looking at it later. But as you're watching these butterfly videos and helping me to identify them, just do your best. First impressions are really great, general colors and shapes are really great, and it's also helpful to get as close as you can, and sometimes all that is unknown butterfly or maybe unknown skipper species. So just do your best to identify it. We definitely don't always get the exact species every time. Sometimes we just know, hey, that was a butterfly, and that's still helpful to record. So good luck, and again, thanks for your help.
Did you see the one now that Eric's taking a picture of? Just posing.
Yep. He's picking up some sun.
So this one's okay.
All right, we're back at the trailhead again. Thank you so much for joining me on today's butterfly count. If you are able to, it would be great if you could tell us what butterflies you spotted along the route with a Google form that's shared on our website. It's okay if you couldn't identify every single one perfectly. Even our expert butterfly volunteers are sometimes a little bit unsure on what butterflies are. That totally happens. But with a bunch of people submitting data to us, hopefully we can get a sense of what different butterfly species we had on the count today. Thank you so much for your help, everyone. Bye.